What's up?
What's up, dudes? So over the weekend we got to see The Incredibles 2, which
Yeah.
we didn't get to comment on yet.
Yeah, it was pretty epic and amazing, and those 14 years was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly because I think Brad Bird was working on other projects. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
So just for comparison's sake, I watched The Incredibles the other day, like the first film. And the weird thing about Pixar movies, right, you can tell their age, but they still hold up really well.
Like Toy Story still looks amazing to me after all these years.
Yeah, like I could see where like certain shaders and stuff have evolved over time and become more usable, and they look a lot better than they used to. But man, Pixar always puts out top-notch quality stuff. Like even their older short films hold up really well.
Yeah.
So, just like the first movie, this movie is a true family movie in the sense that it's not one of those movies that parents take their kids to and have to endure.
Yeah.
Right? Like, parents find a lot of enjoyment and found a lot of enjoyment in the first film, and I think this carries over to the second film too.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, there's a lot of themes of like family, and also an interesting, I guess you could say, existential theme as well, with the main villain of the story,
Yeah.
which for me was kind of a treat.
Yeah, you know, like, I've heard it said that the villain is basically the same as in the first film, but not really, because this villain is motivated by something entirely different. The villain in the first film was motivated by being jilted by Mr. Incredible when he was like 12 or something. And this person is motivated by something that actually reminded me of Saw, right? She was trying to show people their dependence on technology and how like flawed that trust was.
Yeah, and dependency on superheroes.
Yeah.
Basically metahumans.
Which
or
were
superhumans.
Right, which were another metaphor for basically depending on things that you have nothing to do with.
Yeah. It was kind of interesting because now we see superhero movies like every year, whether it's Marvel or DC, and I thought that this film, the story of this film is taking an interesting critique with that.
I gotta say, for me, right, like there were certain Pixar movies that really didn't do it for me, like Inside Out being one of them. It was okay, but it didn't live up to that storytelling excellence that I've come to expect. Like I didn't really end up caring about very many characters in that movie.
Yeah, and those characters were mostly representations of emotion.
Right. So they weren't, strictly speaking, fully fledged characters.
Yeah.
Same thing with Cars. Like Cars, I didn't really like at first. It kind of grew on me, but it's still not one of my. It's not on my list of favorites. It's not on my list of favorites. I'll put it that way. But usually I'm in the bag for Pixar stuff because normally the quality of their storytelling and the visuals and just all the care they put into producing a film is usually like really, really like top notch. And like Coco hit me pretty hard. That was a really good movie, but I wasn't expecting them to be able to recapture something that they had done before and make it even better than it was. And I think that's why, to me, this movie stands out.
Yeah, Incredibles. Yeah.
I mean, so the first movie touched on themes of like a midlife crisis, right?
Yeah.
And Mr. Incredible was the focus of that film because he was the dude going through the midlife crisis.
Yep.
This one is more about like parenting and your obligation to be an example to your children versus actually having to take care of them. And then there were adolescence themes because of the kids.
Yeah.
They discovered finally that Jack has powers. We've known that for a long time.
Yep.
But they didn't. So.
Yeah, that was cool to see.
Yeah.
Like those powers were especially creative.
He has everything.
He could give Thanos a run for his money.
As a baby.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah, and like this film's just beautiful to look at.
Yeah. This is one of their top-notch works. like back in the day, I used to want to do that kind of stuff professionally. I went to school for it and failed to attain employment at it. So sometimes when I watch that stuff, I'm looking at it also from a technical point of view, like how did they light it, like what sorts of new things did they manage to work into the production of this movie, like you know, shaders, blah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of scenes that are actually very fast-paced and high octane, like you would see in Avengers or even Fast and the Furious.
And the movie was funny.
Yeah, so it has everything you could want in a movie. It has character development, it has emotional crap, and cerebral things.
So this is one of the rare instances where I will give an unqualified take everyone to go see that shit because it's really good. So,
so watch it.
Watch it.
Because you know you want to.
Because I'm watching you.
Yep. But yeah, this is a movie we probably want to see again.
Might do it. Might do it.
Yeah. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't. We actually didn't spoil anything in detail, actually.
I could.
Yeah, but I think we'll stop there.
Okay.
Just go see the movie, guys.
Spoiler non-alert. Bye.
Yeah, bye.